Hello, Lancaster. Welcome to our in-studio interview with a very special guest, AVC's basketball assistant coach of 7 years. Welcome to the show, Malika Jackson.
Nice to meet you, Joe.
Nice to meet you, Malika. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, thank you.
Let's get right into it. How has your experience being the AVC assistant head coach shaped your perspective in empowering athletes here in Lancaster and the 661?
Joe, thanks for asking that. I think the biggest thing is making sure we're building leadership, the confidence, showing the growth. In our area, a lot of our kids come from some tough backgrounds and they already struggle with trusting. So when they do come into our program, the first thing we're trying to do is build that trust with them and get them to be loose, their self, and open-minded, some mental toughness, being coachable. In this area a lot, they sometimes feel like, I got all the answers. And sometimes we have to reverse it back and get them to understand you do not have all the answers. But it's okay. We're not gonna give up on you. We're gonna help you stride and get to the point where you feel like you're ready to get out here and maneuver on your own. In our area, a lot of these kids love Golden League, you know, but it's a different type of game. From Golden League high school basketball to junior college basketball. It's more physical, it's faster, coaches scout, they're taking away all your strengths. You're not able to just catch and shoot or get to the rim like you used to. You actually have to share the ball now, okay? You're not just the best player anymore. That's why summer is so important, to get them early so we can start building that, getting them to understand, hey, I know you did X, Y, and Z in high school, but let me help you revamp yourself a little bit. We're not gonna take anything away from you, but we gotta revamp you a little bit so we can, the ultimate goal is get you to the next level out of here.
So rising talent here in Lancaster, I was wondering if you can share some stories about some players that have struggled and have broken through.
Oh yeah, definitely. I remember like it was yesterday. Her name was Nia Page. She actually played at AV, really good player, a lot of talent. Regular summer day, I was going into the gym at AVC and I saw this kid just messing around, playing around. But if you know type talent, I said, wow, she has some game. I said, well, you're coming to play for me. It was, didn't care what she said, like, you're coming to play for me. She's like, no, I don't know, I'm out of shape. I'll get you in shape, don't worry, you know, I'll get you in shape. I just want you to trust me, but you have way too much talent to not be on someone's court. She trusted, she came and played. She did so well that she actually, her sophomore year, she went to a national JUCO.
Oh, wow.
After her national JUCO, she went to Division I. She trusted the process, she trusted the coaches, and she was able to have a good success in her basketball career. I truly believe our starting five from this past season, they will all get a scholarship. Absolutely. You know, if they literally trust the process, they'll get a scholarship, they'll get out of here. You know, they gotta stay in shape, they gotta make sure they're taking care of their grades, and then they can get very far, in my opinion, you know.
I'm feeling like the energy from you right now for the future is really strong, and the foundation is definitely going to be there.
Yeah, that's the plan. At the end of the day, it's bigger than basketball. It's bigger than just basketball. Even if you do come and play for me, I want you to have an AA. Get your AA. I don't want to have to see you, working at a Walmart because you just stopped going to school. I want you to get your AA. The ultimate goal should be for you is continue your basketball career and go and play at a university with a full ride scholarship. Now you just opened up so many doors for you. I would love for our community of players to help build our program. If you look at most junior college rosters, they're all local players. You look at our rosters, yes, we have a bunch of locals, but a lot of times too, we have to go into different areas just to keep our locals because they want to leave. I'm just really trying to change that culture myself.
I think you're very right. It's a stigma with still here with the AV and Lancaster and Palmdale. They think it's not a valuable resource, but it is. I mean, it's good soil here.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
And we're expanding at the college.
Yeah.
I think if people actually just take a visit to the campus, everything is getting revamped.
In what ways have you seen the AVC basketball program evolving, and what ways are you going to contribute to its growth and success?
I do believe it's going to evolve just the upcoming years because, like I said before, we have easily our starting five and some other players that's coming in will get a scholarship. Having that alone, all those sophomores that are leaving, say if we have about 7 scholarships of players going to the next level, I think our community will see that, and that alone will be like, okay, they actually are getting kids to school. I do think more of player development, like I said, making sure I get all these high school kids coming into the gym and making sure they're getting some work in. So I like to keep that going. I really want to teach girls how to carry themselves as well, because, girls, women, I want to teach them how to carry themselves, with maturity, how to lead, because there's high school players in this area that went to the same school as you. They're actually looking up to you and you don't even know, because your previous coach is speaking about you.
For those who are watching right now and interested in I want to come in contact with Malika and the AVC program, how can they do that, and how can they contact you?
Yes. So we have our Instagram page. So you could look at our Instagram page, AVC_WBB. That's our Antelope Valley College page. I would suggest reaching out to that, because I will see any type of messages, and we could kind of go from there, which a couple high school players have been doing that, so that's been really cool to see. And we could start from there. I would like for the community to come out more and come check out the games. We try to get back to the program as well, as far as, free pizza, free water, just to get the seats filled up. We're winning, we finished second in conference, we were top 20 in state, so come see what we can offer at the program.
Well, thank you, Malika, for being on our show, and thank you guys for watching.